Bobby Roode making each other bleed.
Alright, we should be good now.
I just thought CW would try to fix it.
It should be good now. I don't know what the fuck.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back live. I don't know what happened. Keeps doing that. What the fuck?
Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, anyway, we did read through like Bobby Roode and James Storm. Bobby Roode won.
Yeah, Bobby Roode won and tied the series to make it 1-1 against James Storm. Now, as I was reading before, it ended, Randy Orton was making his entrance to the ring. He looked mad. But yeah, he got a good reception. Randy Orton climbs into the ring and asks for a microphone. This could go bad. Anyway, never mind. He invites Cody Rhodes out to the ring for a discussion. The American Nightmare also gets a good reception upon his walk down to the ring. Rhodes asks, what does Randy want to talk about? I don't think you should ask Randy that.
Uh-oh.
And Orton says he'd like to talk about the Elimination Chamber. The Viper isn't happy about how things went down in his match with John Cena, especially since Roman was lurking and getting involved on the outside, but points out they have issues of their own. He thanks Rhodes for his help, even though it still wasn't enough.
Ooh.
Rhodes goes to lengths to reassure Randy that even in defeat, he can always make his way back and he'll be there for him if he needs him by his side once again. Orton then says thank you and the two share a hug, but his facial expression changes as the two still have their hands clasped together when suddenly Orton delivers an RKO out of nowhere, which shocks the audience.
Damn.
Has snapped. The Viper begins to beat Rhodes within an inch of his life, battering him around the ringside and ripping his suit off piece by piece. The customary back suplexes onto the announce table followed by a concerto between the steps and a steel chair, and then finally a punt kick with a steel chair placed around the neck and face of Cody Rhodes.
Oh shit.
Orton runs around the torn apart ringside area as backstage staff and the medical team attend to his former friend, bloodied and bruised from the assault. Orton slowly makes his way up the ramp and into the backstage area with a wild but sinister look in his eyes, and that's one the fans have seen before. Why has Randy Orton turned on Cody Rhodes?
Oh shit.
Ooh. Also, have you guys noticed? I'm literally like, every show I'm trying to kill Cody.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you, to be honest. I mean, like, you do have a visceral hatred for the man, so...
I did get him hit by a car in that one show.
And now I've just had Randy on... Well, I wrote the Randy to basically kill him.
I don't know why Cody's putting up with my shit.
Nah, but like, if I was him, I was like, I want to get out of here where it's more medically viable for me to be.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see what happens here, because Randy Orton has snapped, and Randy Orton that has snapped, it's never good for anyone.
Indeed.
Anyway, the second match of the evening follows after a brief commercial break and footage of Randy Orton's attack on Cody Rhodes being replayed. The second match consists of Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre in a straight fight.
Yay.
It's just getting even more extreme, Jesus. The two physically imposing men batter the piss out of each other, with McIntyre taking control in the early going with aid of a trash can, its lid and a few steel chairs, which only somehow brings about near falls. More plunder enters the ring in the middle period, with Breaker mounting a comeback and showing an impressive feat of strength to military press McIntyre over his head and dropping him down with a power slam onto a stack of chairs for a tight near fall. Towards the end, Breaker sets up a table. However, with his back turned, he gets a Future Shock DDT onto the steel steps for a 2 count. A claimer follows, and this time a tight 2.99 occurs.
Yes.
Breaker fights back with a breakneck speed clothesline, a Brakensteiner through the table to McIntyre, and the unpredictable badass does a runaround spear through the barricade on the outside. He throws him back in the ring, shoots off the ropes 3 times at breakneck speed again, and delivers a thunderous spear to finish Drew McIntyre off for good.
Jesus.
After the bell, as Breaker makes his way to the back, McIntyre stumbles back to his feet and asks for a microphone. Uh-oh. In a shocking turn of events, the Scottish Warrior asks for his...
I meant to say release.
Yeah. Scottish Warrior asks for his release from Raw and asks his GM Alan to meet him and discuss the terms of said release and thus the decision on whether he will be departing Monday Night Raw.
Wait, what?
McIntyre's mad with me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This fucking guy.
I've pissed him off again.
He's always leaving when he's mad. He needs to stop that.
Yeah, but, you know, he normally claymores me, but this time he just wants to go.
That's why he wants to meet
Yeah,
with
he's had enough. He's had enough.
What is
Yeah.
McIntyre's issue with you at this point?
What's his
Everything.
issue with me? What's my
He-
issue
he
with
re-
him, you mean?
He
What's
recruited
my
an
issue with
attack
him?
dog. He recruited an attack dog and got the said attack dog to kill him.
I'm the one that's got an issue with Drew. I've been
I
screwing
mean,
Drew over this whole time. Anyway,
It's like-
we'll see what happens there with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre might be on the free agent market soon, boys.
I called him.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, after another commercial break, Izzy Moreno comes out to the ring with a microphone in hand, and this begs the question, what does she have to say? Izzy Moreno says that her journey in professional wrestling and on Raw has been both the most rewarding and difficult experience of her life, but she's extremely grateful for it. She further states that she feels she's been scratching, clawing, and climbing her way up the ranks on the brand, and says she has her sights firmly set on a huge match at RWL WrestleMania London. The biggest match of them all, the Women's World Championship match, as she calls out the champion Io Sky for a little chat.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, buddy.
The genius of the Sky makes her way down phone in hand, and she allows Moreno to speak. Izzy says she feels like she has earned the chance to face Sky at the grandest stage of them all, so she challenges her to a match at the event. She concludes by stating, so many, and it would be her honor to face her for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. Ooh, does Io accept? I don't know. Yes, she does, because Io Sky accepts the challenge, stating she's had her eye on Moreno for the moment she first started here on Raw, and she truly believes she is worthy of the match. The two shake hands and go face to face with Moreno looking at Sky's raised Women's World Championship. There's the Mania match.
Ooh.
Yes,
Or
but
is
there
it
might
Mania
be
match?
somebody who's
So
very unhappy about that.
Is it the Mania match? Because production cuts to backstage where the returning Mercedes Moné can be seen watching this moment on a TV screen, and she is absolutely fuming with both of those women for making a match official for WrestleMania. And
Damn.
she's back and she's mad.
Uh-oh.
And as we know, if she's mad, it's a bad thing.
Yes. Now we got another match. We got a title match, guys. Following the conclusion of the previous segment and an ad break, the Usos defend their World Tag Team Championships against the Motor City Machine Guns. Many have described this as a dream match in the build. It's an intense back and forth match with each of the 4 members showcasing why they're great teams and each bring their own skill sets to the table.
Yeah.
Motor City Machine Guns dominate most of the early match, isolating Jimmy Uso with a unique blend of ground and pound technical offense and high flying moves. Eventually, the older twin finds an opening after super kicking Saban and Samoan dropping Shelley, and he gets the hot tag to Jay, who comes in with the open palm strike and the uppercut, followed by a super kick to Shelley and a float over DDT to Saban. Towards the finish, as it looks like the Mother City Machine Guns are looking for Skull and Bones, Jimmy flies off the top rope with the crossbody onto Saban after shoving Shelley to the floor. This creates an opening for Jimmy to deliver an Uso splash, and the two brothers hoist him up for the 1D and the win. The Usos have retained the World Tag Team titles.
Yes, sir.
Following the retention of the tag titles, the Usos celebrate before the familiar music of the Dudley Boys rings out around the arena.
Uh-oh.
Ding,
Oh
ding,
no.
Bully Hay gets on the microphone and congratulates the brothers on another successful defense, but he says that's because they haven't met the Dudleys yet.
Ooh.
He proposes a
That's
match
true.
between the two teams with very high stakes. Titles versus career. Which means, should the Dudleys lose, they will retire and the Usos will remain champions. However, should Team 3D win, they will be crowned champions and live to fight another day. Jimmy gets on the mic and agrees to this proposition after he and Jay run through their catchphrase, which concludes with Jay saying, "Yeet."
Which, by the way, maybe physically sick to write, but I had to make sure it was on brand.
But titles versus career, the Usos versus the Dudley Boys.
What the fuck?
That's going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
Indeed.
Can D1 and Bubba do it? Will Jimmy and Jay get past probably the best tag team ever? Who knows? We'll find out. Anyway. Oh, this guy's here now. Production cuts backstage where Mr. Money in the Bank, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, can be seen talking to someone who's out of shot behind a wall, where the person in question can be heard scurrying away. Ooh. When an interviewer approaches Mysterio and asks what that was all about, he requests that they leave him alone and that is none of their business as he walks out of the shop.
Interesting.
Who's Dominic talking to?
What's that little CD rat up to this time?
What's he up this? Yeah, what's he up to this time? Time for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. The Raw is main evented by Dolph Ziggler's open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship, the title that he beat Roman Reigns for before the Chamber.
Yes.
The show-off makes his entrance first with microphone in hand and wastes no time in calling any opponents out.
Yeah, I know.
And then the Maverick, Logan Paul, answers the challenge, swaggering his way down to the ring and being booed by the crowd. The 2-hour stellar match with both guys getting their moment to shine. It starts out surprisingly technical with both making use of their amateur wrestling backgrounds, which Ziggler is shocked on numerous occasions by Paul's ability to counter a hold. The middle period sees Paul turning up the pace with a buckshot lariat and frog splash for a near fall. He sends Ziggler crashing to the outside with a springboard lariat to Ziggler stood on the apron. Next up, he frog splashes him through the announce table. Logan's getting a lot of offense in here.
Yeah.
The two go back and forth with right hands in the middle of the ring, with one lucky punch rocking Ziggler, but he bounces back off the ropes with a super kick. Then Paul follows up with a flying forearm. He lifts Ziggler for a pulverizer, but the show-off in one smooth motion goes behind in the air and nails the zigzag for the win, thus retaining the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go Dolph. But guess what?
What?
Wow. Show's not
After the
over?
bell, Ziggler is celebrating in the middle of the ring when Liv Morgan makes her way down to ringside.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Yeah. She makes suggestive advances towards Ziggler, wrapping herself around his torso, but as the camera at ringside zooms into her face, her expression changes and she low blows Dolph Ziggler, followed by an Oblivion.
Oh shit!
Shit.
And then, guess what happens next?
What?
She gestures to the ramp where Dominic Mysterio's music hits, and he sprints down the ramp with the Money in the Bank briefcase in hand,
Oh no!
declaring that
Shit.
he was cashing in that very second.
Wait, no, he can't do this.
Wait,
No.
what? No! No!
After the bell rings, he goes straight to the top rope and delivers the frog splash to win the Intercontinental Championship.
What?
No.
Mysterio and
Boo!
Morgan celebrate together and share a passionate kiss as the show goes off the air, with the two being showered in booze by the crowd.
Boo! You
And Liv was probably no
bitch!
doubt laughing like a maniac.
Dolph got screwed.
Dolph got
It's the
screwed.
fucking screw job of whatever that city they were in.
He got
So,
fucking screwed.
yeah, Dolph beats her over for the title, and then he gets screwed over by Liv Morgan and Dominic and Money in the Bank.
Fuck.
Alright, so
That is something Dominic would do, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
He's a bitch.
And then, so yeah, that's my show.
Good job.
Yeah, really good.
Good job, Liam.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Liam.
Well, you told me what to do and I delivered. So
Hillman and Cena now hate each other. Randy Orton's going crazy. Drew McIntyre wants to be released, and Dolph Ziggler got screwed.
Mercedes Moné's angry with Io Sky, haven't you seen the radio?
He is angry, yes. That's scary.
And Bobby Roode killed James Storm, kind of.
He did. Hey, they have a third match coming.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be fucking limping by the end of the series.
Yeah, pretty much.
What could I possibly do next?
A death match. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Texas Death. No, I'm kidding.
In Texas?
Maybe.
Alright.
Anyway, who's next?
Up next is me.
I'll be back in a second. I'm just going downstairs.
Up next is me. Yeah.
Yay.
So, well, technically it's me and Peyton, but fuckface ain't here. So, alright, so my show kicks off, and of course, there's a camera in the parking lot. A car arrives to the arena, and it's
Uh-oh.
me. I step out of it, and I meet Sting. Sting and I, we look at each other, I give him a handshake and everything, and I start heading towards the ring. Starts heading toward Gorilla. I come out, of course, to very loud cheers and NN chants throughout the arena, looking more confident than I have than the past few weeks with NNW. Of course, I grab a microphone and I say, "Damn, it's good to be home." And I said, "Welcome to NNW, ladies and gentlemen," and boy, oh boy, did we make some history at the Chamber or what. We saw the return of the rightful NNW World Heavyweight Champion Swerve Strickland.
You're cutting out quite a bit.
I am. Dude, what is going on with my shit?